to me, besides the drama and the win at the end, is that we won in the alley. I thought there were some great moments. Fans really kind of stepped up down the stretch. I'm incredibly thankful for that energy, and I hope that continues. Every home win, especially in this league with the way we started, becomes more and more valuable. The second thing I want to say is, in the summer, we play, and I watch while they work out. And Coach Fee drew that play up, down 2 in a scrimmage, and it worked. And the moment I saw that play, I said, that's the one we're going to use when we're down 2 baseline out of bounds, but we needed 2, the tie game. So I want to give Coach Fee so much credit. The moment we ran it that day, I knew it was going to win us the game. It actually came through today, and Baba didn't make the layup, but the 2 free throws were huge. So I want to compliment the staff when they do things that are, they do things daily for me. They're wonderful humans, but that was a pretty special moment. I coached Jordan Fee a long time ago. We've known each other 15, 20 years, and I'm so proud of him. He gave up a chance to be a head coach to come here, and you can see why he deserves to be a head coach. And then my guys, man, they're going to give me a heart attack, but after they do, for some reason, they resuscitated me and go on runs. And at least we had the 14-point run to catch up. And I hope that stops. I hope we don't have to go to the break of our will so often in order to get going, but they did it one more time today, and actually this time we delivered. So for better or worse, our league's going to be defined by one-possession games. You watch Eastern Carolina, Wichita State yesterday, is going to keep happening. So it just feels good to be on the right end of this one. So any questions?
Coach, what were you guys able to do over the final 2.5 minutes to close that gap and finish it off? And what does that do for the team's confidence after some close ones that didn't go your way?
I think initially we were horrible at guarding the 3-point line, and then we helped in, and then we stopped helping in and made them shoot a fadeaway 2. And then securing the rebound and that loose ball, I think they finally realized like we have to stop helping. It's okay if he shoots that shot, even if he's one of their better players, which he is. And so we had to live with that, and that was big. And then I thought it was really smart, and Todd Abernathy helped me with this. When 44 had 4 fouls, we set up the action, get Baba the ball against him in the post. And Baba was not delivering earlier, but the kid can't foul or he fouls out. And that action down the stretch I thought was huge. So getting those tough 2s on our end and then forcing them to take the tough 2 was big.
Coach, Rice came into this game, not as great of a shooting team, great offensive team early, and today they came in and shot 13 for 25 for 3. It seems like it's kind of becoming a bit of a trend where teams come into the alley and shoot the lights out. So is that a lack of focus, or what would you attribute?
I mean, I think they're top 12 in the country or something as far as like counting on 2s. And then the free throw line, they get over 20 a game. I think they're number 7 in the country. So like at the end of the day, we want to be in the paint, not let them split gaps, not get to the free throw line, and then make them shoot over us. And we watched, I think 4 of the 3s they made in the first half had a hand in his face. So you got to live and die based on the contest and uncontested. They hit big shots. You got to give them credit. We weren't perfect, but at least in the last 4 minutes we made the adjustment.
And on the flip side, you guys didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but what was working, down the stretch in order to come back down 16 as much in the second half?
Yeah, I think we got to give Trey some credit. In the beginning of the second half, when we went from down 5 to down 13, I had a talk with him. It seemed like he was driving only to score and driving the pass. I said, just please roll and pass. And the 5 assists from him are great. And then the other thing is I just thought Nico's 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. The ball just tends to flow at times with him. And it was a great recommendation to finish with him, and he delivered. So I would say the passing down the stretch has just freed it up a little bit. And then KG's big 2s down the stretch were great.
And in the second half, we saw Matas out there for an extended period of time, and then you elected to close with Baba. Obviously, it worked out and he hit the 2 free throws. What factored into
Baba's 4 fouls. I thought Matas gave us a couple layups. Now they slap him a bunch, and he's missing a couple, and he's trying to drive through people's chests. There's some things he'll continue to grow in that we'll work with him on. But when he can get himself under the hoop, I think that's a valuable thing. So he even switched for us for a stretch to take away 3s. So I thought that was huge on his part as a freshman to switch down the stretch. We hadn't practiced that a bunch with him, and I'm thankful for that. But at the end of the day, we thought Bobby with 4, we're going to go back to him.
Coach, obviously it took a lot to get this win, having to fight back from a 16-point deficit earlier in the second half. What changed for the team as they began to make the rally to close out the game and with the win?
I think the intentionality on defense, I don't know, they shot 53% in the first half, I think, and to start the second half they were over 50. We held them to 34 at the end, and if you take away the 3-pointer over there 50%, it was even lower from 2. So every 2 we made them take, and then every single, you hold people to 35% or less, you give yourself a chance. And then we were really intentional on running after our stops. You could see coach on the other end asking the guards to walk it up because the only way we can get back in is with the possession count. And so I thought the stops and then upping the possession count helped us cover up the fact that we didn't shoot really well, gave us a chance.
And I do want to look at Nico Moretti, who had a balanced stat line of 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists, including a steal. How impactful was he to helping this team make the rally and come out with a win today?
Yeah, I just continue to be amazed at Nico. It's almost as though the later we get in the game, the more calm he gets. There's a certain, he'll feel things out, and then maybe we'll have a bad first run with the bench, and it was 9-9, and then we went down, but then by the end he seems to figure it out and deliver in the biggest of ways. He hadn't played basketball in 2 years, 1 year because of an injury, and last year at Illinois he didn't play, so I think the sky's the limit for him when it comes to leading a basketball team, and we're thankful for him today. And then I want to say Nico, but the second chance point thing, we're 19-5 plus 14. When they make that many threes and you don't shoot well, if you can't get second chance points, you have no shot.
It seems like things have really flipped on the offensive glass since that ECU game. What did flip, if anything, and was that a big impact today?
It's a huge impact. There's been times where we play defense today and we don't make shots, and there's other days we make shots but don't defend. And then the rebounding was just poor. Like that was the one consistent thing. And now the rebounding is good. They've bought into a culture of toughness and rebounding. So it's not going to be perfect all the time, but I mean, we're +4 offensive glass. We had 40 rebounds and we had 14 more second chance points. It's probably the difference in the game.